All right, Eddie, let's get into it. Should Chris ever play again?
I don't think he should. I don't think he has anything to prove. He has 5 kids, a wife. His life is stable besides his basketball life. And the way the Miami Heat organization is, they take care of their players. And in some capacity, I could see Pat Riley reaching out and letting him have a job somewhere within the organization. So, with the health risks, if he was single and still chasing a dream, I could see him trying to push through. But he has his family, his wife, and not to be in he's OPP. Now I'm not in other people's pockets, but he's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so I think financially he's good there, and it just wouldn't be a wise decision to do that. And I don't think he would. CB is a really good dude. Very smart, well spoken. He's like a Renaissance man, in the locker room and stuff like that. Just a real good dude. Sneaky funny. He's very quiet, but when he gets going, he's funny. It's unfortunate to see his career end like this because fantastic career. I believe he will be a Hall of Famer at one point.
He got a warning. Calf started hurting, had a little fluid retention, went to the doctor, got a blood clot. But they call blood clots silent killers. And a lot of times people don't realize you got them until they're doing an autopsy on you. That's what they say, okay, he died of a blood clot. This is nothing to joke with. You played, 12 years? I think 12, 13 years. You're 11-time All-Star. You won 2 championships. You went to 4. You're going to get $52 million, the remaining money on that contract. Like I said, I don't like being in OPP either, but I'm going to be in his pockets. They get paid twice a month or they get paid once a month?
It all depends.
Okay.
How you got it set up.
Over $400,000 a pay period. That's what he's going to get until 2021. You mentioned he got a wife, he got 5 kids. The risks don't outweigh the reward. They outweigh the reward because it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. We view Chris Bosh the way we view Chris Bosh. Skip, if you go back and look at his career in Toronto, he had 3 seasons he averaged 22 and 10. Now, he had to revamp his entire game because he went through the most dramatic change joining the Heat with LeBron James and D. Wade. Ask Kevin Love how that's going. Kevin Love was 26 and 12. And now we think Kevin Love can't play. Well, when you're the guy, Chris Bosh knew he's going to get 18, 19 shots a game. And you factor that in, all of a sudden, I'm getting 11 to 12 shots a game. It changes the way he had to play. He was no longer a post-up player, Skip. He was a stretch, which means he had to go mid-range and he had to go to the three-point. There is no possible way. And I get it. But, Skip, my life, I'm not scared of dying, but I love living more. And Chris Bosh is not worth it. There is no amount of money. There is no amount of championships that can give you the kind of peace and solace. Man, you got 5 kids, you got a wife, and if something were to happen, man, we saw this happen with Hank Gathers. We saw this with Reggie Lewis, Skip, trying to play don't tempt fate. You give me a warning, and I can tell you firsthand another guy, my brother, Sterling Sharpe. The doctors say you have abnormal laxness between 3-4 of your vertebrae.
Yep.
He called me, I said, bro, what you calling me for? Ain't nothing to talk about. You ain't playing no more football. For what? For another Pro Bowl? A chance to play for a Super Bowl? And I have to push you around in a wheelchair? Nah, bro. Chris, take the money, enjoy your wife and family, and live the rest of your life happy.
Ultimately, it's about Chris Bosh's happiness. It's possible that nothing he does in his life makes him quite as happy as playing basketball. Because I believe, knowing you the way I know you, and knowing you the way I know you, if I could somehow make it possible for you to play again at the highest level, you would say, I'm in. I'm going to go play, right? Because it's hard to replace it in your life, right?
What are the risks?
Okay, I got the risk. I know it. But, okay, on my little level, I don't know how many doctors have told me I have to stop running. You can't do this. Again, it's not life or death, but it could be walking or not walking.
Right.
I've had 3 knee surgeries, and I got a bad back. And doctors make their money by saying no to people. They protect themselves by saying no, right? So what's the old joke about, doctor, it hurts when I do this. Well, then don't do that anymore, right?
Yep.
So they just tell you no. No, you can't do that. You can't run anymore. I'm running just as much as I ever ran because I love to run. It makes me happy, and I'm risking a lot of things, not life or death. I know this is a whole nother realm, but it's not cut and dried that he's going to die. Like with Sterling, it was pretty cut and dried, man. I mean, you're one hit away from a wheelchair. Okay, that's one where you say, okay, I give up.
Yeah.
But on this one, it's a little mysterious, you know, like you can't, it's hard to predict whether you would or wouldn't. But is there a chance? You better believe there's a chance. One more blood clot, boom, you could be gone in a heartbeat, so to speak.
He might not, Skip, let me
Right?
ask you this. Is your happiness worth so much pain to those who
I don't
love you
know.
the most?
I don't know. That's a hard call, Shannon.
Here's a little remedy though. If he loves the game so much, I know he does. I still love the game. I know you love the game of football. That's not going anywhere, and he still wants to play. Hey, it's a league that this network airs, the Big Three, and he doesn't have to get up and down. Maybe he could look at that, and he's still playing against
I'll
pros.
bet his doctor would tell him that's a risk.
And you're
right?
still playing with pros.
Man,
so
I'm
you can,
Skip.
you know, scratch that itch.
You think about this, Skip. You've made $230 million. Let's just say after taxes, you split that down the middle. That's $115. He played most of those years in Miami, so he got a little tax bump. Let's just say he got $100 million. Skip, they bury people with $10 billion. Don't risk that, Chris. It's not worth it.